Last time we have started transition and inner transition elements. Transition elements are nothing but d block element. We have started first transition elements. We have seen position in periodic table, electronic configuration of 3D series element, electronic configuration of chromium and copper, oxidation states of 3D series elements, and physical properties of 3D series elements. Now we are going to start trends in atomic properties of the first transition series, in which first trend we are going to see atomic and ionic radii. We have seen last year that as the atomic number increases in the period from left to right, atomic radii goes on decreasing. This is due to gradual increase in nuclear charge from left to right in the period. As the atomic number increases, one proton is added into nucleus and one electron is added in same valence orbit, and thus nuclear charge goes on increasing from left to right in the periods with increase in atomic number. As the nuclear charge increases, atomic radius goes on decreasing gradually. In case of transition element, the last electron enters in penultimate n-1 d subshell. Hence, the atomic radii decreases gradually across a transition series from left to right. Ionic radii of transition elements show the same trend as of the atomic radii. Now we are going to compare the ionic radii of elements having same oxidation state. For example, Cr2 plus ion and Cu2 plus ion. Ionic radius of Cr2 plus ion is 82 pm. That of Cu2 plus ion is 72 pm. From Cr2 plus ion to Cu2 plus ion, there is gradual increase in nuclear charge, and thus ionic radii also gradually decreases from Cr2 plus ion to Cu2 plus ion in first transition series. Now we are going to compare the ionic radii of elements having different oxidation state. For example, Cr plus ion, Cr2 plus ion and Cr3 plus ion. Ionic radii of Cr plus ion is 129 pm, Cr2 plus ion is 82 pm and that of Cr3 plus ion is 62 pm. This suggests that as the oxidation state increases, effective nuclear charge also goes on increasing, and thus ionic radii also goes on decreasing from Cr plus ion to Cr3 plus ion. Ionic radii of transition elements are smaller than ionic radii of respective elements of the same period, that is s block elements and p block elements. Now we are going to see ionization enthalpy. Ionization enthalpy is nothing but the energy required to remove outermost valence electron from its free gaseous atom. Ionization enthalpies of transition elements are intermediate between those of s block or p block elements. This suggests that transition elements are less electropositive than elements of group first and group second. Generally, in lower oxidation state, these elements form ionic compounds, while in higher oxidation states they form covalent compounds. The first ionization enthalpy of transition element is lower than the third ionization enthalpy. Ionization enthalpy of 5D series elements. Now we are going to compare the ionization enthalpies of 5D series with 3D series elements and 4D series elements. We know that 5D series starts with lanthanum, in which valence electron enters in 4f orbital. The elements Following lanthanum are called as lanthanoids, in which filling of 4f orbit completed. After the filling of 4f orbital, 5d series starts. The shape of 4f orbital is diffused due to poor shielding effect. Now, shielding effect is nothing but the attraction between nucleus and valence electron. Due to poor shielding effect, the valence electrons of 5d series element experiences greater nuclear attraction. A greater amount of energy is required to ionize elements of the third transition series. The ionization enthalpies of the elements of third transition series, that is 5d series, are therefore much higher than the first and second transition series. Metallic character. These elements show typical metallic properties. They are hard in nature, which is due to the formation of covalent bond in between them. This is possible due to presence of unpaired n-1 d electron in these elements. All these transition metals have lattice structures, which are characteristic of true metals. In all the transition series, the melting point steadily increases up to D5 configuration. That is, in case of third transition series, from scandium to chromium, melting point gradually increases. Thus, chromium, molybdenum and tungsten show highest melting point in their respective series. Mn and Tc display anomalous value of melting point. After this, with increasing atomic number, the melting point decreases regularly. Magnetic property. The compounds of transition metals exhibit magnetic properties. This is due to presence of unpaired electron in their atoms or ions. There are three types of magnetism: paramagnetism, diamagnetism and ferromagnetism. Now we are going to see the paramagnetic substance. Paramagnetic substances are those when placed in magnetic field, these substances get attracted towards the applied magnetic field. Diamagnetic substances are those which are repelled by magnetic field due to presence of paired electrons. And ferromagnetic substances are those which are strongly attracted by magnetic field, behaves as a magnet. Magnetic moment of a substance is calculated by using the spin-only formula, which is given by mu is equal to under root n into n plus 2 Bohr magneton, where n is the number of unpaired electron. Mu is the magnetic moment expressed in Bohr magneton, that is Bm. For a single unpaired electron, the effective magnetic moment mu is equal to 1.73 Bm. Now we are going to solve a problem. Calculate the spin-only magnetic moment of divalent cation of element having atomic number 27. Solution for this: the electronic configuration of element having atomic number 27 is Ar 3d5 4s2. But it is a divalent cation, that is M2 plus N, which have electronic configuration Ar 3d5 4s0. The number of unpaired electron is equal to 5, that is value of N is equal to 5. Therefore, putting this value in the formula, mu is equal to under root 5 into 5 plus 2 is equal to 5.92 Bohr magneton. Therefore, effective magnetic moment or mu is equal to 5.92 Bohr magneton. Now homework for you. Question number first. Explain the trends in atomic radii of d block elements. Question number 2. Explain the trends in ionization enthalpy of d block elements. Question number 3. What is meant by diamagnetic and paramagnetic? Give one example of diamagnetic and paramagnetic transition metal. Question number 4. Calculate spin only magnetic moment of divalent cation of a transition metal with atomic number 25.